Every talented player has a period in his career when he's still playing on the tier 2 or 3 level. But everyone already knows that this guy is destined to be a superstar in the future, and it's very exciting to witness such a thing. If you can remember Simple, he switched to a handful of different teams in 2015, but played excellently in every one of them. m0NESY was crushing any and all opponents in Na'Vi Academy, and there was ZyWoo, who refused every offer from top teams because he wanted to finish school while he was playing for AAA with a 1.39 rating. If a player like that doesn't face any unique problems, like Swags or Iampi's bans for match fixing and cheats, he will surely make it to the Tier 1 level and fit in perfectly. Today, we're witnessing one more player joining this list. He still plays at the Tier 2 level, but will for sure win a lot of tournaments in the future. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, because you're watching CYBERSHOKE, and this is the story of Donk. Hey, if you want to rank up in CS2, you've got to warm up before queuing up for a game, and CYBERSHOKE servers are the best way to do that. Our deathmatch is the only community DM with a custom spawn system that allows you to play without the annoyance of immediately getting killed right after respawning 5 times in a row. We also restore your ammo and HP after a frag and allow everyone to play with AK-47s. And if you want to have more fun while training in CS, check out our Mission tab. Missions are a set of simple tasks that allow you to earn coins and open cases with cool skins and professional gear. Just try to warm up on our servers before a game, and you'll notice a difference. We'll put a link in the description. Donk was born in January 2007 in the Siberian town of Tomsk. When he was only 5 years old, his older brothers showed him CS 1.6, and after 2 years, they both switched to CSGO. In time, young Donk noticed that he was spending almost 12 hours a day on CS, playing at a good level, and that he was getting better every day. And so, then he decided he would go pro. The first post in his blog was released in 2021. There, 14-year-old Donk showed his 4,000 ELO on Faceit. In that year, he also qualified to the European FPLC, playing with an average ping of 100. It's not surprising then that Danya got noticed by OverDrive, one of the best scouts in CIS. Alexei was amazed by Donk's stats and decided to check out some of his demos. Then he realized that he may have found a future superstar, and so he invited Donk to play a few online tournaments with him. Danya played pretty good, and OverDrive showed him to the Spirit Academy management. Here's one example of what he was doing back then. It was a final of the Wingman tournament where Donk and Shady made a comeback from a 1-8 score.
Взять всю ситуацию, соответственно, в свои жесткие мужские руки и, соответственно, выиграть, возможно, даже в двойном количестве. Нет, Donk! Бро! Почему ты такой жесткий, лол?
Thanks to OverDrive's reference, Danya got accepted into the Spirit Academy. Starting from August 2021, the team called him in to play in some tournaments. At that time, the org was wondering how they could make things work if they were to sign Donk, who was only 14 years old at the time, and when he wouldn't be able to play in most of the tournaments for a year and a half. Moreover, Danya had a tough time in his test period. By HLTV stats, he finished his first 22 maps with an average rating of 0.97. Danya remembers that he was very sad in those moments because he felt like he just didn't show his full potential. He wasn't given his preferred roles, was feeling a lot of pressure, and couldn't get used to the full team CS that was quite different from the Faceit pubs that he was familiar with. In any case, in December 2021, he received an offer to become a full-time Academy member. Spirit saw a big talent in Danya and wanted to help him become a better player, so they didn't really care about his 0.95 KD from his first 4 months. In March of 2022, Shoke made a video about Donk and compared him with m0NESY in terms of talent. Eric was one of the first people who shined a light on m0NESY's persona back in the days when he wasn't well known, even in the CIS region. Shoke understood that to compare Donk with m0NESY was a bold claim, but he really felt that this guy would achieve a lot. Eric also revealed that he offered Donk to be a guest in his PC upgrade video, but Danya kindly declined this offer, saying that there are a lot of players who need it more than he does. In general, most of the people who worked with Donk point out his kind and friendly character. He gets compared a lot with ZyWoo, the guy who just loves CS and wants to become the best at it that he can. Moreover, while while being only 15 years old, Danya understood the importance of education and tried to get the best grades he could, and his parents allowed him to play so much CS because he did well in school and wasn't only spending time playing games, and he also made it clear that he had a goal to make it to the pro level. The first serious event for Donk with Spirit was the 4th season of We Play Academy League in June. Sadly, Dragons finished in second to last place, but Danya played quite well, and since then he got into every Spirit Academy tournament. In November, Donk amazed the CS community by qualifying to the FPL. At that time, he had an average of 1.5 KD and was the 52nd best player from Europe on Faceit. Danya became the second youngest Russian to make it to FPL. The first was, as you all know, m0NESY. Another Russian superstar, Shiro, took 3rd place in HLTV's yearly top 20, and there he named Donk as his bold prediction for 2023 and said that he has the best chance to make it to Tier 1. Donk started 2023 with astonishing stats on FPL. On January 10th, Faceit made a post about him. He had a 72% win rate and 1.32 KD. He was also the 3rd best player in the whole ladder by headshot percentage. Spirit Academy was also growing as a team. They earned some prize money in online tournaments and even won the first season of the North American CCT. By spring, the guys got a foothold in the top 50 on HLTV. They were feeling pretty confident playing against Tier 1 teams. For example, the Dragons beat m0NESY, m0NESY, Apex, and many other strong opponents. When a team gives the semi-finalists of the major a hard time in the game for a spot in the ESL Pro League, it's obvious that you can't call these guys an academy anymore. Moreover, there are rumors that Vitality themselves expressed some interest in Donk. On the flip side of things, the main Spirit roster was going through a rough time. They ended up losing 3 players. There were only Magix and Chopper left on the active roster, along with their coach. It's fair to say that Spirit didn't just make changes, but had to build a completely new team. Dragons decided to make use of their academy roster and promoter, Zontix, Artfrost, and Donk, to the main Spirit team. Joining the main roster Danya agreed to have a public conversation with their psychiatrist. You know, just for the sake of content. Commenting on his promotion, Donk said that in the academy, he allowed himself to do some things that he needed to get rid of now. The guys quickly got along and started to show good results right away. For instance, in July, Dragons won the 6th season of the North European CCT and took 2nd place in another tournament from this TO. But Donk still didn't really experience anything new yet. He played the same online cups and saved 2 previous teammates. The first real test awaited him in the summer. It was a LAN tournament in Serbia. Despite many analysts' concerns, Donk easily fit into the LAN format and showed some great CS from the very first game.
Принимает соперника, Форестер выходит, Magic забирает только одного, помогает Донк одним фрагом, видит второго, зажимает, и можно с Фифата работать, да что ж
пройти, 23 секунды, Трейвис остается последним, выживает, Донк сейчас за дефолтом ждет своих тиммейтов, да как?
In the semifinals with 9 Pandas, Dragons made one of the greatest CSGO comebacks in recent years. They were losing 5-15, but won 10 rounds in a row and made it to the OTs, mainly thanks to Donk. He became the best player on the CT side and also won a 1v2 clutch.
Второй фраг, 30-13 идет, приходит Артфрост, остается Донк последним, у него 48 хп. Видели местонахождение Донка. Донк убивает пачку, 1 в 1.
Ставить надо. Тима, ну
Успеет.
Второй раунд, не надо проигрывать так.
Он успел поставить пачку, и теперь посмотрим за моментом в тишине. Донк без шансов.
As a result, Spirit became the champions on that event, beating Virtus Pro in the finals, and Donk got himself an MVP medal on his very first HLTV LAN. Today, Spirit continues to grow, and Donk himself still plays at a very high level. Not that long ago, the guys stopped just one game short from making it onto the Blast Showdown and qualified to the Thunderpick tournament with $500,000 prize pool. All the analysts unanimously agree that Donk reaching the Tier 1 level is just a matter of time. Well, we'll see. And of course, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because you are watching CYBERSHOKE. Bye for now.